this room. Everybody in this room we need. We've got to work together, stay together, be the team that we can be. Yeah. We will not take it from anybody. I don't give a how they stack against us. We're whipping. Now let's play football. Team on three. 1, 2, 3, team! I told you guys, everything we need is in this room. Everything we need is understand this more than anything else. Okay? Understand this more than anything else. It's up to us. Nobody dictates to us. Okay? Nobody does. We decide. You want to decide? Jack! Where you at, Jack?
It's taxation with no representation. Half the time the government out on vacation. And projects they still freebasing. Youngest need a leader. This shit nowadays I gotta call the Masons. Slouch slumps in the summer. Youngest on the corners be runners. Out of towners be straight up corners. In DC, decay corpse, dirty Cadillacs, Desert Eagle cannon blast. Watch your back. Even the hood rats keep it real where the hood's at. Swinging wooden bats at your so-called cats. You know how we roll. Y'all get up in the back. Roll call in the back. Stole the Bama, watch his ass.
Are y'all ready? Hope it don't freeze. DMV Sports 3, we're here and we're talking about the Cowboys this week. This is Cowboy week. We're excited. We want to knock somebody out. I'm ready to rumble in the jungle. This is the week that we've been waiting for all year. It's Cowboy week. My man Tracy to the left, my man Deacon down low, and we are excited about the Cowboy game. We know how we're going to beat them. We know what we're going to do, and we just got to just do it. So we're excited.
That's right.
And the Cowboys are talking trash too. That's what gets me. These Bammers are talking trash.
We're going to win this game.
But first, we're going to talk a little bit about that Raiders game and how we knocked them Bammers out. And then we're going to talk about them broke backs.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Crazy. What do you think about that Raiders game that we just played a couple of days last Sunday, excuse me?
All right, let's talk Raiders. All right. Shout out to the computer at Al's. I was holding on. And he's still there. Okay. All right. So just like Al is still there, we were still there, and we wanted to do everything to give the Raiders that game. We tried. We tried hard to make sure that the Raiders were going to do it. But what I'm seeing is something special, and I'm going to have to say two things that I don't like saying. I'll start with number one. Number one is that Big Al's meeting at the bowling alley has definitely brought some promise with Scott actually trying to pull a couple of things out of purgatory, i.e. a decent player too for the talent he has on the field. And I'm going to give him a little bit of an excuse because we cannot seem to break the injury bug. We will all the time stay injured. And I don't understand it. So it's difficult for offensive coordinator to put the talent on the field when he doesn't know who's going to show up to be on the field. So I'll give him credit for that. And then the second thing I will say that we have to give credit to is, dare I say, quarterback now, Taylor Heineke, is playing as if he doesn't care. And I think that's the best thing that he can do, is play just like that. Meaning he has nothing to lose. He's going to put it out all on the field. And that is something that we haven't seen in Washington in a very long time. And it's paying off. Now, some of the things, I think was one play he did when he threw that interception late in the game, I was like, come on, Taylor. Taylor, you should have ran. I do have a problem with that. Taylor does have a talent. That talent is his legs. And I have yet to see that be utilized the way that it's going to keep the defense on the heels. It just seems to happen. And he did a couple of plays where he made it happen. But I think that there needs to be some more intention when it comes to his running game, which is going to make the defense do something different. And then Scott could probably see his playbook open. But at the end of the day, I will say this, is that we are in a good spot. We are 4 wins after the bye week, after 4 losses going into the bye week. Teams are taking notice. And I was just mentioning that the Dallas is talking trash. They have to, Al. They have to, because they know at this point, hey, the Bucks, for real, Seattle, Cam didn't do nothing. And now the Raiders that just came off whipping our behinds, what is this for them? And so, hey, y'all, guess what? It's time. It's time for all of the cards to come together. Deacon, tell me if I'm wrong, because you know I'm what, Deacon?
Imagine if we had
I'm what, Deacon?
won against the teams that I don't know. What was you saying?
Deacon, what am
Imagine if we had beat the teams
Deacon.
that we were what?
What am I?
Imagine if we had beat the teams that we were supposed to beat in the beginning of the season. Just imagine where we would be right now. Right now, we will be probably, if not tied for the lead in the NFC East. But not to worry. 4-game winning streak. That's right. And we're looking for number 5. And we're looking hard. Them Raiders came in and thought they were going to do something. They didn't do nothing. Tampa Bay thought they was going to end it. We knew Carolina wasn't going to do nothing. That was a revenge game. Even Seattle came all the way across the country just to go home and lose it. 2 games ended in 17-15. Hadn't been done in 25 years. 2 games back to back, 17-15. We're rounding into shape, fellas. Rounding into shape. And that is where you want to be at the end of your season. When you come up to the end of your roster, especially this one, where all of our games are against NFC East opponents, you need to be rounding into shape. We've been waiting for this game all year. Dallas, coming to our house. There should be no excuses.
Leave no doubt.
If your toe tickles, I don't care if you got a stank under your arms, get on the field and make some plays.
That's right.
We got some people dinged up. We got some people actually hurt. Those who dinged up got to suit up, and they got to come to play. We said a couple weeks ago that you had to put up or shut up, and I'll be daggone if they didn't go on a 4-game win streak. We dropped Landon Collins, the little Landon Collins, down into the box. What happened?
Balling.
Balling. Started playing defense. It was like he was back there stinking it up, and everybody was like, "Oh man!" Put him down in the box, and everybody's like, "Oh man!"
Right.
Here we go. This is what we thought we was going to have at the beginning of the season.
The best Del Rio move this whole season.
Del Rio throwing the rock against the wall last week. Where'd that come from? Baby, let me tell you something. When they play that video of Ron Vera in the locker room, I'm ready to suit up.
Let's go.
Let's go. Suit up. So, looking forward to Dallas, man. We're looking for game number 5 in a row. And that's all that need to be said. Don't come into our house tippy-toeing. You better come ready and bring your lunch.
Buckle up.
We fighting that. We done rounded our team into a running team. J.D. McKissick gonna play this week?
Oh, he's back.
He's back.
Hello.
He's back. Hello.
Thunder and lightning. Back again. So, Big Al, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not even going to talk about the game as far as the Oakland Raiders because they are in our review mirror. They don't matter.
Who's that?
They don't matter because they are put to left. We swipe left on them ballots. Swipe.
Always.
Swipe.
Why would you do that? Everybody know when you get somebody your phone, they supposed to look at the photo that you showed them. They ain't supposed to swipe right or swipe left. Why you swiping?
Vegas is on notice when they play Washington teams. Ask the Caps.
Hey, listen, that's their own name loss. That's not our fault.
That's
Why they
right.
name themselves a loser?
That's right.
Big Al.
Hey man, look, Deacon, put up the injury report, man. Let's see who's gonna be suited, who's not gonna be suited up for us. Who's gonna go out there and give them guts?
Let's go. All right. What does this mean, Deacon?
So, obviously we in Thursday, so we got a lot of limited in practice. But limited in practice means to me that Ron is playing a shell game. Shell game. He don't want you to know who's going to play. Everybody's dinged up. The whole team's dinged up. Everybody could have been limited in practice. It really didn't matter.
Everybody.
All these guys will be playing, most likely except for Kuznuskic. Only because he don't know how to locate the ball. He can't locate the football. That's his fault. So he'll be on the bench. He is the break glass and emergency guy. Everybody else, I think, is going to play. I don't think Swice is going to be out either. I think his ankle's going to be real nice and lubricated by the time game starts. He might get a shot or two up in that joint. Because everybody wants to play against Dallas.
How about
everybody?
Ricky Seals Jones? We need a tight end, baby.
Jones will play. He will play and so will John Bates. Most likely, John Bates is going to be starting. Ricky Seals Jones will be in there for the pass catching tight end portion of our offense.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
we need him. I miss him. I missed him. He's
a big target.
That's right.
He's a big target.
So, he's been born.
Yeah, and you know, when it comes to Dallas week, and we say this all the time, man. Do the players understand what that means to the fans? Everybody comes and goes when they're a player. You know, you play for different teams. And stuff. I mean, we didn't play NFL, so you know, we look at it as I'm a Redskin. I'm a football team member. I'm never playing for Dallas. I don't care how much they pay. I'm going to another team.
Ever.
So it's funny because Dallas's coach, what's his name? Whatever his name is, he sat the team down and played old rivalry games against the football team and the Cowboys, just to let them know the Cowboys what it means to play our team. We should have done the same thing. We need to educate these guys as soon as they get in the office, as soon as they touch the field, as soon as they get into the weight room. It should be cameras, TVs all around the gym, teaching them guys what it means to be in this town and play them guys.
Well, you know what's funny, Deacon, that you said that? I have some good news to announce.
Well, you got some good news.
I got some good news to announce, man. Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm all about the good news.
And listen, this is in a DMV Sports 3 OG's a DMV show exclusive. So, it just so happens that I was reached out, and I cannot tell you the individuals that came out to me because it is a secret. And they actually extracted some blood from me. And that blood is now being transmitted to the Washington football team players. Listen.
I blame you, Al.
Listen. This is important because these young guys they gotta feel it, fellas. They gotta know the pain, the suffering over the last 5 years, and we had to endure as we played these cowgirls. And this is what they've done. They've been watching our show, folks. They've been watching this fool here give up the energy and the drive. And now you can rest assured that as they put it in, that all of the angst, all of that information, everything that Deacon was saying will now translate on the field. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if there's anything that I know, all you Washington football team fans know what I'm saying when it comes to a Dallas game and Dallas week. We don't want to see nobody shaking hands. We don't want to see nobody patting nobody on the back. If there's anything that's dealing with the back, you're getting pushed down. You're getting kicked. Listen. It's happening this week, y'all. Because they extracted the DNA of a true Washington fan. And it is now permeating throughout the organization. So listen, rest assured, the game is over because these guys are now foaming at the mouth when it comes to what's about to happen. Listen, we already got into your boy Ezekiel Elliott's head. All we got to do is tap that ball one time. He done. Game over. He's going to go over there, blow bubbles out of his ring nose and all of that. That's all cute. That's not going to do anything we're not worried about. We're concerned about his backup, but not Zeke. Then here's the thing that I need everybody to understand. I think Hill and your boy, what's the other guy on the other end, have got the double dose.
Was it Richard Smith something? Or what's his name?
They got the
three
double
names.
dose.
Oh, William Bradley Smith.
And now these hungry individuals who's trying to make a name for themselves got Trey Z fandom.
Blood.
Seems to be their veins.
Hey man, let's
and
talk.
Those of you who signed in, congratulations, you got this exclusive. Spread the word. Put your money on that MGM. Hey, listen, sports betting has come to Maryland. I understand that Joe Theismann is going to make the first bet in Maryland. This is facts. Now, the other thing might have been yarn, but this is facts. And so put your money on the Washington football team, y'all.
Hey, DV Sports 3 OGs fans.
That's right.
Find every Cowboy fan and send them this link from YouTube.
That's right.
We want them Brokeback fans to know how we feel about them. And we're going to start with the X's and O's right now. Trey Z and Deacon's about to tell us how we're going to offensively and defensively crush these Bama's. Deacon, start it off for us, Deacon.
First of all, our team needs to coordinate. You got to get it all. The coordinator, the vest, the bang, bang. We got to get the whole
mushroom
of the team. You know what I mean?
Well, the secret is you got to coordinate. Most people don't coordinate. So you got to coordinate. Yes, that's what you did. Bang, 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 bang. Daddy, please.
We got to do it all. It's going to take a full team effort.
Let's go.
Get this into a blowout, which is where we want to be. We've been getting down to the wire for the last 4 games. I know we won 4 straight, but it's been a struggle. Heart attacks at home, but we won. We want to blow out. We want to beat these Bamas like we did last year.
I about to say we done it before.
2 times.
We'll say it once. If we say it once, we'll say it 100 times. Dallas Brokebacks has never beaten a Washington football team in their life.
That's right.
It ain't gonna start this year.
That's right.
It ain't gonna start this year. So the offense needs to be clicking with each other. Curtis Samuel needs to be in the patterns and not just in the backfield.
Look out.
We need Terry to just lay the wood to Diggs. No, he ran Diggs off the field last year. He needs.
That's right.
We need him to do it again. Dallas has a bad corner on the opposite side of Diggs. We need to go at him
all day.
That should be fire for whoever is on the opposite end of Terry.
Didn't Sims put it on him last year?
Big Sims, baby. Big Sims.
Put Sims right back on him.
I'm all right with Sims just rounded off back into shape. So I'm all right with that too. I'm just saying
that dude Fiducia or whatever. What was that quarterback name they had last year?
They fired. They fired.
I'm gonna find him again.
They don't have Fiducia on the team anymore, so we don't get to play with him. But all I'm trying to say is that we have to be on our game. We have to come fired up and ready to go. We can't wait until the second half like we do every week to play football. We got to come out punching them in their mouth and keep punching them in their mouth. And that's just how football has to be played. We are a run downhill football team right now. Our big back is Antonio Gibson. The last couple of games, this dude has been running people over.
800 yards.
He has been taking 2 steps and cutting up the field,
Show the
north
stats.
and south.
Show the stats, Deacon.
No more jockeying side to side. Let Gibson do that. Let J.D. McKissick do that. He's quicker.
Who's the best back in the NFC East? Who's the best back in the NFC East?
With the most yards is our boy AG.
AG, baby.
Matter of fact, Antonio Gibson has the most yards since the bye week than any back in the league except for one. He's second in the league.
That's right.
Come on, man. Come on. We are a running team. And all we got to do is keep running. And who is happiest, we always say, when we running downhill? Offensive line.
Yes.
The offensive line. Get the offensive line engaged, pushing people instead of having people push on them.
Mm-hmm.
And we are good to go, man. I think if we run this ball down their mouth, the passing is just going to open wide open, man.
Trey Z, that defense, Trey Z, that defense, the X's and O's on that defense, baby. Tell me what we got to do, baby.
Oh, yeah. Look, I just told you, gave you a little insight, but I'm going to give you this right here. We got some hungry folk on the field, y'all. Hey, look, there's something different about what I'm trying to do versus what I'm doing. And these guys are trying to do something, and that's something that's make a name for themselves. And that, my friends, is going to be the difference. Now, if Del Rio is paying attention, yes, right. Come on now, I'll say it again. If Del Rio is paying attention, what we want to do is make sure that Dak is going to be the quarterback that he think he is, running all the time. I don't want him to be sitting in the pocket, moving that head. I want him moving in the direction away from the pressure and making those plays. Now, if he does that, great. But that's what he's going to have to do, because we're not going to stop. We're going to keep bringing it. We're going to keep bringing it. And we're going to keep bringing it. And we don't have to necessarily worry about tiring about anybody out, because everybody is going to get equal playing time. The whole entire defense. Now, Payne and Allen, of course, the interior, are going to continue to do what they do. But at the end of the day, it's all about constant pressure. Cam Curl loves the blitz. Landon Collins is coming back. We got all our corners ready to play. Look, I don't think CeeDee Lamb could catch a cold. Okay, honestly, I think that when he is pressured, he is nobody. The last 2 games we played, I didn't see CeeDee Lamb. I don't know what. So look, defensively, this is what it's all about. Del Rio, I know you watched the show. You've been doing a good job. This is what. There he is. Hey,
Hey, Tracy, keep on talking, Trey.
Okay, all right. No doubt. So here's the deal. The deal is this. It has to be constant pressure, because this guy, when he gets comfortable, he gets cocky. Oh, and everybody is going for the ball. First, Ezekiel second. Ball first, Ezekiel second. He's Butterfingers. He's Fumbleia. Fumblerooski. As soon as we tap that arm and he drops that ball, game over for Zeke. And that is it. That is going to be it. Hey, look, I feel it. It's over, man. We're going to.
Hey, how they used to teach us is the first man hold him up, the second man punch that ball out.
Or we even go back to the only thing that your boy Josh Norman did well, which is as soon as he wraps his arm around, that fist is coming in. Pop! He boxed the heck out of a lot of footballs in Washington, and he was successful, man. I can't give him no fault on that. He was look,
one good player.
Pernell Whitaker in Washington, he was knocking that bloop, bloop. I mean, and hey, man, it made a difference. It put us in games, and if we can do that and we continue to do that, then sky's the limit, man. I think Dallas ain't got nothing for us. They're not Tampa Bay.
That's true.
How about that, y'all? Say it with your chest. Dallas is not Tampa Bay.
And that defense got exposed by Las Vegas Raiders.
That's right.
They can be put points in. Points can be put on the board with these guys.
Yes, they can, baby. Yes, they can.
That's right.
Yes, they can. Now, is anything different that Scott or Big Jack got to do that they didn't do in the last 4 games? Or should we just keep that same game plan? The exact same game plan.
Keep the same. We're in a 4-game win streak. Keep the same game plan until it don't work.
Agreed.
Don't do nothing different.
And don't work in second quarter, not fourth quarter.
Yeah. Defense wise, don't change. If you want to change up in the offense a little bit with some different style of play, same kind of offense, but you know, a little niche here, a little bit there. You know, move around the edges a little bit so that they don't, you know, watch tape and know exactly where you're coming from. This is where Scott Turner should bring in all his plays that he's been holding back all year. We've been asking for so much all year. We just assumed that he's waiting until we got to the NFC East so we can drive through the last 5 games. Here's your chance to show that you are a professional offensive coordinator.
Scott
got to coordinate. Hey, listen. And the idea, and this is a powerful.
You want to see some mushrooms on the shirt.
We have to make sure that they say this and say it again. We are in control of our destiny. This is 2 years in a row that statement was said. It's not about worrying about another team losing out, another team winning a game or whatever. This is us, man. Only us.
They are 2 games ahead of us.
That is what we have to do. We have to get them to understand. And any player, rivalry or not, needs to understand you are in control. You don't win, problems. You win, awesome. And that is it. There's no in between. And I love it. And so now.
Can you imagine winning out the last 5 games? Coming in with a 4-game win streak?
Listen, if that does happen, if that happens,
Heineke has a new contract.
I'm about to say. That's what I was about to say. If we win out, our starting quarterback 22-23 is Taylor. I won't say another word. Heineke is our quarterback, and don't you talk bad about him.
It's my quarterback.
I'm in fight mode now. You talk about my quarterback. You talk about my quarterback.
Well, technically, that's what it's gonna take to get us into the playoffs.
That's right.
We got to beat Dallas twice, but we also have to at least be on the top side of the rest of the division.
All right, guys, we got one more position that needs to be filled, and we need to talk about what can the 5th man do to get this win this week, this weekend, these next couple of days. How can we take this over top? How can the 5th man bring that win home? And the 5th man is the fans. What can we do?
12th man.
Yeah, I was saying.
I trust it. 5th man. Where's he going?
You see what he went Wizards. Well, we're still on one football team now.
12th man, my fault. 12th.
Hey, listen, it's a home game. We should show up and show out. We ask them to play hard. We should be in the arena yelling hard.
And not only that. Now our flags come out on our cars. Now we wearing the Redskin, all your Redskin paraphernalia until game time and after. No matter what, we are here, man. We got to flood this town. We got to make sure that they recognize where they at.
Here in, Knoxville, Tennessee. Okay, they got one good thing. The football team, they call it the Vol Walk. Okay, it's Tennessee Volunteers. They call it the Vol Walk. When the team comes into the arena, they come all in at the same time. They walk down the street to the arena, and the lines are filled on the sides of the streets are filled with people all the way down cheering these guys on. That's how our football team should feel when they come in. Like we are all behind them. We got their backs, and we do. We got some shady fans, but I bet you they're gonna love us tomorrow. On Sunday, because Dallas Week is all about our football team. It ain't about Dallas. It's Dallas. They call it Dallas Week just because we like beating on them.
Leave it all on the field, man.
We like to be what do you call it, the last team they play, so we can be the spoiler. But this year, man, it's gonna be like last year. running straight up their mouth and asking them how you like your grits, baby.
That's right. Hey, look. Hey, at the end of the day, that's what needs to be said. If there needs to be said anything from the coaches, whatever, Al, like you asked that question, and he say, hey, look, man, this is it. This is the game. Because even if we win this game and we hobble out of there, man, everybody that has to play us after that is concerned, and a concerned team is a losing team. You hear me?
That's right.
And so that is why I need them to win this game. This game needs to be won. Period. There's nothing else.
All on the field.
And we gotta say it just like that. There's nothing else. You might never play again. Play like that. Play like this is your last game ever. And you know it. And play it. And when we beat these guys at the end, when you sit back and you look at it and everything like that, watch how these other teams lay down. They're gonna lay down, man, because they're like, it's Washington. Oh my God. What? The 2-6 team? Oh my God. Yeah. Because there's nobody left. New York is trash. Philly is a fluke. I'm telling you guys, we win this Sunday. DMV, we win this Sunday. Sky's the limit. Sky's the limit, Al.
And don't anybody want to see us in the playoffs.
No. Right. Dangerous.
Now, this week, I don't know if y'all got an opportunity to see the Monday Night Football game.
Watched it.
The New England Patriots and Buffalo Bills played.
Cute.
New England had 3 plays. That's all they need. 3 plays to win the game.
There it is.
Up the middle, up behind the tackle left and behind the tackle right. That's all they did. The end. So really, truly, and they told Buffalo how they was going to beat them.
Yeah, well, I run 6 plays, split bids like Novocaine. Just give it time, always works.
This is what we're going to do. And they did it. And supposedly, their coach in New England is supposed to be the greatest coach ever. And he played a Pop Warner style of game. And he wins.
He ran the wing T.
The wing T, basically. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, football is a simple sport. It's all about who wants it more.
Desire. Yes, sir.
All about who wants it more. That's all it's all about.
Now you're talking my language. Now you're talking.
That's all it is. So now for our team, who wants it more? We're gonna know after 4 quarters who wants it more.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Who wants to knock down that giant? How hard you want to throw that rock? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
Who wants to knock down that giant? And this week. This is a big game, y'all. We're excited. We're ready to play.
All day.
We're ready to put our helmets on. We ain't played in 35 years, but we're ready to play.
I don't plan on playing, but damn it, if they was the call, we get out there and give you 2.5 plays. 2.5. The half play where we quit.
Like, that second play, I'm getting a penalty and I'm raising my arm. Go.
No, you. I'm out.
My bad.
What we eating this Sunday at 1:00? You got wings, burger, pizza.
Yeah, it's all DMV. It's all DMV, man. It's the wings, it's the mumbo, it's the fries, it's salt and pepper ketchup. It's all that, man. It's all DMV, man. It's the Rock Creek fruit punch. That's right. I said Rock Creek. It's fruit punch. It's all DMV, baby. I'm talking about it's I'm gonna have nothing but Chuck playing all day, blaring. I'm not holding back nothing. Nothing. I'm just gonna be when we get on live, man. You're gonna know. I'm gonna be like, oh man, I had my experience. That's the same. It's all. I'm embodying the DMV as I can. I'm telling you, putting on the old New Balance. I'm doing it all, baby. I'm not playing with that, man. It's all going down.
I heard that. Hey, y'all, what is the best Washington football team win that you visually saw? Either went to the game or saw on TV over the last 40 years we've been watching Cowboys, Redskins football team games.
The most exciting.
What's the best win?
The best win was that Brunel game.
Oh, not
the 6 minutes left to go.
That was my vote. That was my
2
vote.
touchdowns and 6 minutes.
Vote. That was my vote. Yeah.
Wow.
Man, you didn't like the RG Thanksgiving game? Bobby Thanksgiving?
That was nice. That was nice. But that was coming off a couple of wins, and all it was what we expected. And it was kind of like, yeah, I mean, it was great. Don't get me wrong, but it was kind of like, yeah, it was the train. We was on the train. Yeah, it was like, yeah, man, I didn't expect anything less, you know.
Brunel game, man. That Brunel game.
How about the year that LeVar Arrington knocked out Troy Aikman and we won that one? How about that one?
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
It was the Brunel game, man. It was the Brunel game.
Santana, huh? Santana.
Just because of the.
All right. Did you see the pass weekend, or did you turn TV off?
Oh no! I saw it. I watched.
We were losing by 14 when it happened.
I watch every game to the end just because I want to see my team.
We were losing though.
And I know it takes all week for me to see them play again. I don't care if it's losing or not. It's Dallas. They gonna blow the game. You know how they.
How about when we were children, and your boy Dexter Manley knocked out Danny White, and Worrell Grant caught the pass and ran it in the end zone in the championship game. That was a hell of a game.
One of the greatest names in football. Listen, you know that's what we're good for. We're good for knocking out Cowboy quarterbacks, man. That's just what we do. That's what we draft ends just to do that.
Hey man, that LeVar Arrington knocking out Troy Aikman I celebrated, Joe. I celebrated.
That was when LeVar Arrington was Superman. It was like we were just like so excited. Look, we got this guy and he can do these things, and he did that play. It was like, and
I think he got another contract off.
Hey man, that was amazing. But I was on Twitter today, and they was talking about when Novak won the game when it was 19-19. And somebody blocked the field goal from Dallas, and your boy Sean Taylor picked it up, ran it down the field. We got a penalty face mask, and then they kicked the field goal. And Novak's kick went all the way right and came all the way
back. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
man, that did remind me of a great win, but I still go back with Deacon. I'm with him 100% because that game we lost, man. And you know how we are. We great fans, so we stick to the end. It's like, you know, all right, let's watch the end of this crap. Oh! And then he did it twice, and we were like, oh!
The funny thing about though is Brunel didn't have no arm. Remember he had that little candy arm?
Boy.
He put everything he had in the ball.
Yeah,
he's left-handed.
I didn't sleep. I went to work. I think I walked to work. I left. I just ended up at work. I was just standing outside like, I dare. I can't wait to get in here, man. It was like going to one of them where they sell the new iPhone. I was outside with a tent, like just at work, like I'm here to talk trash. And look, the sad part is the guys that I was going to talk trash to didn't show up. Sick day. Oh,
hey man, no. Last year's win was nice too, though. Last year's win was nice. It was those two wins were nice.
It was very satisfying.
Thanksgiving, right? One was Thanksgiving, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We got
Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's right.
That meal was tasty. That was a tasty meal, boy. I tell you.
Yeah. That was a great. That was that. Yeah, last year's win was nice, baby. We love crushing them broke backs. We love crushing them broke backs.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got to.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
That's right.
We got.
They got a nerve they lost last year talking trash this year. Can you believe that? The coach of all people, he ain't even playing. he'll get somebody hurt.
Hey, and I hope somebody who is in the locker room inspiring us right now.
Hey, look, there's a guy named Jonathan Allen that's from DC. He was on the radio today. And he was naming all the great plays because he watched the game. He grew up watching Cowboys football team all his life.
That's a good one.
And he was talking about don't worry about them being ready to play. He's getting them ready. He watched them since he was, Jonathan Allen's from DC.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He's from the DMV. He's getting them ready to play. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about that.
Okay.
All the DC natives should be ready to play, man.
Oh, that's right.
Waterbug.
Yeah.
Even Chase Young, even though he's hurt, he should be in there somewhere just talking it up.
Yes,
whispering in somebody's ear.
Now that game.
Even the kicker from DC. Even the kicker's from around here, from Virginia.
Johnson?
Yeah, he's from Virginia. Yeah, he didn't kick it.
He is. Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Yeah, well, you gotta be careful with Virginia guys, man.
Nah,
they might be some other kind of fan.
The Vita stuff.
Hey, Virginia love the football team now. Virginia deep.
It depends on how deep you are.
Hey, look, they don't want to go down Carolina. They stay up here.
I don't know about West Virginia, man.
That's the closest team. They're like, Carolina. Nah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Hey, and if you got this far, thank you. Thank you so much for listening to us. Thank you so much for being a part of our journey as we try to bring folks to a great content that we call the OGs of the DMV show, formerly DMV Sports 3, but we're always that. And you are the DMV. So as you know, we always call you out. Please, you do us a favor. Just a favor. Hit that like button. And if you incline to subscribe, because we are just trying to keep this thing going, third iteration, we always say that to let you know that we're going to keep going. That's how dedicated we are. And that's how I know you guys are dedicated for tuning in. And don't forget to check out our Wizards show, okay? We are talking about the Wizards. We talk all things DMV. The Cap show is coming. Again, we're all learning that. So we want to make sure that we're ready. We get out there and look crazy. But, hey, everything is everything. Thank you once again. As you can hear, this is what we call Go. And this is what is going to help us get into the rhythm, the feel of defeating our arch rival, the only team that we will be satisfied in being just 2 victories, all losses. Them dudes. This Sunday. Be there. Check us out. Hey, I'm shouting out to Manny. Shouting out to Big Doug. I'm shouting out to Protect, Meast, my man. Whoa. Hey, listen. We going live. And if you want to go live with the OGs and any of you who are still right here, live, you can come on with what you're on, or you can just get on the chat. We are going on win or lose to the Cowboys live after the game. The best place to be is right here with these 3 DMV. Thank you.
You wouldn't happen to have any great Republic.
But of course.
Pardon me. Have you any Grey Poupon?